put the Spotify playlist in. It's the same as last week's. Next week I'll be changing it for December. I usually keep one for a month and change some in the interim, but if you want to open that playlist and use it, you can. And then you turn it off your shuffle. Otherwise, you might have some crazy music playing while you're in Shavasana or something. I'm going to pull it up on my end just to make sure. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear the music?
No.
You can't hear the music? Okay.
Just my own.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I played it on my end and I wanted to see if you guys could hear it. Okay, so I got feedback for lots of hip openers. So we're going to do the same thing as last time in terms of a peak pose. And as a reminder, actually, I'm not going to do gate pose this time, so you don't have to worry about that, but I'll talk you through compass pose. And we can go ahead and get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. So that's going to bring your big toes to touch, knees wide on your back. I'm going to put on gallery mode so I can see all you. You can start your music if you haven't already. And then begin to slowly feel your hips open up as you lay on your back, your big toes touching. Tuck your tailbone a little so your low back is pinned into the mat. You can bring your hands onto either hip or you can bring them overhead. Whichever you decide, just slowly close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breath. Noticing your body as you inhale, filling up your lungs, and opening your mouth as you exhale, let it all go. Maybe fall a little deeper into your mat. A few more breaths here. Begin to imagine a space where you feel comfort. Take an inhale. Exhale. And if you'd like, you can activate your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. So this breath to help build up heat in your body. To do that, on your next inhale, you're going to keep your mouth closed. Find a slight constriction in the back of your throat. And exhale. You can hear that breath. Feel it in your core. You can either do open mouth exhales or Ujjayi breaths, but let's do 3 more together. Inhale, filling up your lungs. And exhale, release, let go. Let the muscle melt into your mat each time you take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more together. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring your knees to touch. And squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Stay here for a moment. You can release, you can sway left and right, or even up along your spine. And then release your left leg long. So your left heel is down on the mat, at the end of your mat. And then keep squeezing your right knee in with both hands. From here, you can open your eyes if you'd like or keep them closed, but you're going to grab for your right big toe. Keep that right knee bent a lot. And then as you feel comfortable, begin to straighten that right leg, flexing your toes towards you as high as it feels comfortable. If you want to release your big toe, you can always bring your hands underneath your calf as well. Totally up to you. But begin to feel that hamstring open up Take an inhale. Exhale. Another inhale. This time you're going to release that right leg out towards the right side. And exhale. You can keep your right knee bent a lot here or straighten it out. Find that breath. Maybe take your left hand on your left hip. Keep your hips down. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring that right leg up to center. Grab your right big toe with your left hand. Then exhale, bring that leg over towards the left side. Your hips can stack over each other. Flex your toes towards you again. Finding that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, bend that right knee and lift your left knee up to meet your right. Then release your right leg long, right heel on the mat, and then grab for your left big toe with your left hand, keeping that knee bent generously or maybe slowly elongating your leg out. Again, you can release your toe and grab for your calf if you'd like. Up to you. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Feel your left hamstring begin to open up. Push yourself to your own limits. Find a big breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more together. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you inhale, slowly release your left leg out towards the left side and exhale to release. Keeping a hold of your left big toe. Your leg can be out long or your knee might be very bent, whatever feels best tonight. I like to keep my right hand on top of my right hip to keep my hips down. Find an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring that left leg up to center. As you exhale, grab for your left big toe with your right hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your left leg over towards the right side. You can keep that knee bent again. Your hips might stack over each other. Take a few breaths here. Another inhale. Another exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring your left knee in. Bring your right knee up to meet your left. And then grab for the inner outer arches of your feet. Take a moment to find happy baby here. You can let your low back lift up off the mat or keep it pinned down, whatever feels best on your body. You can sway left and right. I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and focus on your breath again. Tune in. We'll be holding our poses for a little longer tonight to really lean in, feel all the benefits. Let's take a lion's breath together. Begin to wake up the body, open the jaw. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, exhale. One more just like that. Inhale, fill up. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, exhale. Bring your knees to touch up towards your chest. Grab underneath your knees. Rock and roll a few times along your spine. Eventually coming up to a seat and then coming back to a tabletop position. I'm going to turn this slide on. So stack your knees over your hips, your shoulders over your wrists. And then as you inhale, bring your right leg out long, flex your right toes towards you, and exhale, hold here. You can stay or bring your left arm out long, your palm facing in, finding some balance here. Ignite your core to find that balance. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen both your arm and your leg. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. We'll do 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. If your right leg's just lifted and you're holding that, that's fine too. 2 more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Find tabletop again. Adjust to center, then left leg comes out long. Flex your left toes towards you. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your left hip down just slightly so it's in line with your right. Stay here or bring your right arm out long, right palm facing in. Inhale, lift and lengthen your leg and your arm. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Keep your core engaged. Exhale, squeeze. Helps with the balance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Slowly find center in your tabletop and come to seat on your feet. Bring your legs out long in front of you. Flex all your toes towards you. Inhale to lift up through your spine, arms overhead, stack your vertebrae one over another. Another big breath in. Exhale, lean, lean, lean. As you release, then let your hands come down. So rather than trying to overarch your back, grab through your feet, just see where your hands land. We're just starting, so if your hands are on your calves, your knees, that's totally fine. Flex all your toes towards you. And then release your head, let it hang heavy. You want to let all those muscles go in your neck. Inhale, lift up just a little. Exhale, fall deeper. Awesome. 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fall deeper. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fall deeper. Inhale, slowly roll up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands on either side. Then, keeping your right leg out long, open it a little wider than your right hip. Left foot comes into your right hip crease. Face your right foot, or inhale your arms up overhead. Face your right foot. Exhale, lean, lean, lean. Grab for your right foot. So you have options here. You can use this as more of a forward fold, or if you want to twist your body, you can find a side stretch. Already opening our side body, prepare for compass pose. Use your breath again and inhale to lengthen. Feel it from your hip all the way through your shoulder. Exhale, fall deeper. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. As you exhale, switch your feet out. Left leg out long, opening a little wider than your hip. Right foot into your left hip. Inhale, lengthen, face your left foot. Exhale, lean, 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 release. Same thing. You can flex your toes towards you and you can find a forward fold, or you can find your side body opening here by twisting your torso open towards the right side. Big inhale, big exhale. Maybe close your eyes, release your jaw, any other tension. Inhale, exhale, fall deeper. 2 more together. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, biggest breath in. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Then exhale, we'll do 1 more here, stretch opening our hips. Bring your big toes to touch. So same as when we were on our back, Supta Baddha Konasana legs. You can grab for your arches of both of your feet. Inhale, find that length through your spine again. Lift, lift. Then exhale, slowly fold forward. Feel both of your hips begin to open. We're still early in practice, so you should really feel this through both hips. If you'd like, you can release your hands, bring them overhead, fingertips on the ground. Wherever you are in this pose, let your head hang nice and heavy. Maybe even sway a little left and right. And holding here for a few breaths, really letting our muscles lean in. Inhale, maybe you lift up a little. Exhale, fall deeper. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fall deeper. One more together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fall. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, bring your knees to touch. Scoot towards the front of your mat. And then you're going to slowly roll up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tuck your tailbone. You can literally do it by bringing your hand to your low back and one to your pelvis, palms open by your side. And slowly bring your hands together and push them into your heart. Close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Samastitihi, standing at attention pose. Take a moment, lean in. We've warmed up our bodies. Let's begin to lean into our minds, deciding what you want to dedicate your practice to. If you have something in mind or someone, begin to imagine that now. I'm going to flow tonight to the theme of surrender. So surrender to let go of expectations, any idea of how you're supposed to be doing things or how or what you're supposed to be thinking, and just let that be room for curiosity and growth, strength and love. I surrender. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Release your hands down by your side. And we'll go through a sun salutation A. I'm going to go through it really, not really slow, but pretty slow this first time because I want to talk you through each muscle group and what you should be feeling in your body because we build up that strength. We want to do it properly. So ground down through all four corners of both feet. And then inhale, mountain pose. So bring your arms up overhead. Rotate your pinkies in, fingertips wide. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Tuck your tailbone, find a long spine. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Slowly let your fingertips come down to the mat. Let your head hang long and heavy. Bend your knees generously. Feel your low back release and let go. So more, just like in their seated forward fold, more than getting your chest towards your legs, you want to find length. Inhale, lift up just a little. Exhale, fall deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. So bring your fingertips to your shins, your thighs, or outside your hips. The goal of a halfway lift is to find a flat back and realign your spine. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your shoulders back, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale to hold. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold forward, hands down to the mat. Inhale, plank pose, feet come back. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, core engaged. Then exhale, chaturanga. Come about 2 inches forward, elbows stay in as you slowly come down a few inches off the mat. Shoulders over your wrists. You want to avoid stacking or pushing your shoulders down like this. So holding that, then inhale, up dog, flip your toes over so the tops of your feet are on the mat. Tuck your tailbone a lot, thighs are lifted off the mat. Only your hands and feet should be touching the mat here. Take another inhale, open your chest. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back. And your down dog, fingertips wide again, pressing down through all of them. Lift up slightly out of your wrists, shoulders away from your ears. You can bend your knees generously here, but you want to hike your hips up high. You can even bend one knee and then the other to wake your dog up. Rotate your elbows in so your elbow creases are facing your ears. Feel this activate your shoulders. As always, keep your core engaged to help throughout your practice. Take an inhale, exhale. So we'll go through that 2 more times, breath to movement. Listen to your body. Feel free to take breaks if you'd like. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, fold forward, hands down to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose, ground down as you reach your fingertips up high and relax your shoulders down. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips, hands down to the mat, head releases. Inhale, halfway lift, finding that flat back again. Then exhale, plank pose, hands to the mat, feet come back. You can hold plank here if you don't have a strong chaturanga just yet to protect your shoulders. Inhale, if you'd like, lean forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, flip your toes over, tuck your tailbone, open your chest. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back, flip your toes over, heels towards the mat. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly walk your feet, or you can jump to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, realign that spine, flat back, exhale, fold forward. One more sun A. Inhale, mountain pose, ground down through your heels as you reach your hands high. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips slowly come down to the mat, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank pose, feet come back, stack your shoulders over your wrists, hold here, or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, flip your toes over, open your shoulders away from your ears, pulling them down. Exhale, down dog. Hips up and back. Inhale, exhale. Take one more big breath together, warming up that body. Inhale, exhale. So we'll go through our next sun salutation, adding on here and a little different. Inhale up to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. So ground down through your heels and bend your knees generously. Bring your arms up overhead, shoulders pull away from your ears, just like in mountain pose. As you sit low, tuck your tailbone, engage your core, look down at your toes. Make sure your knees aren't hovering over them. If they are, come back slightly into your heels. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa flow. So find your way to down dog, however that might be for you. Eventually finding your way in down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Flex your right toes towards you. Exhale, scorpion dog. So you're gonna bend your knee a lot, open your right hip. Keep both hands firmly down on the mat though. Bring your foot towards your glute, opening that hip, feeling an opening. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Big step through with your right foot to meet your hands. Inhale, bring your left knee down, and then walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Bring your left foot so it's going to be parallel facing the right side of the mat. And you're going to come on up, straighten your front leg, your right leg here, arms overhead, take an inhale. Exhale, lean towards the right, eventually releasing into gate pose. So your shoulders can stay stacked here, hands onto the mat, or you can grab for your shin. Continue to breathe through this pose. We'll hold here, or you can bring your left arm long overhead, finding an opening through your left side body, similar to our seated separate leg forward fold. Find 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale. Inhale your arms up, finding them out wide. Exhale, low lunge, facing your right foot. Lift your left knee up off of the mat. Inhale, easy twist. So stack your shoulders again. This time you're opening your torso towards the right side. Maybe you look up at your right fingertips as you inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge. Open to the knife edge of both of your feet. Your right arm comes long. Feel your right hip open up. So first we do our side stretch and then feel that hip opening. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Inhale to low lunge, hands frame the right foot. Exhale, plank pose. Right foot comes back. Take an inhale. Exhale, vinyasa flow. Find your way to down dog, however that might be. Finding yourself in down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts this time. Flex your left toes. Rotate your elbows in. Exhale, scorpion pose, scorpion dog. Keep that left knee bent a lot, opening that left hip, flexing your left foot towards your left glute. Find a full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your left foot to meet your hands. Bring your right knee down, then slowly walk your hands towards the right side of your mat. This time, bringing your right foot behind you. Inhale your arms up overhead, straighten your front leg long, then bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, lengthen, slowly bring your left hand towards your left leg. Exhale, release, shoulders stay stacked. So you should feel this side stretch. So your right foot, you're on your right knee, and your left leg's out long, straight as you can. Keep breathing here. You can stay where you are, or on the side, bring your right arm overhead, feeling your right side body open. Again, hold here for a few breaths. It's funny, sometimes holding a pose, people think doesn't do as much. Maybe people don't think that, but sometimes I think it's more of like resting, but you're really building up that strength in your body. Keep your core ignited. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, your arms come to a T. Exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale to low lunge, facing the front of your mat, hands on either side of your left foot. Inhale, easy twist, stack your shoulders, rotate your torso towards the left this time. Look up at your left fingertips if you'd like. Take an inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge, open to the knife edge of both feet again. So the knife edge is going to be the side of your foot opposite of your arch. You can bring your left arm long here, feel your left hip open. If you can, lift up out of your right wrist. Try to keep some weight, as much weight as you can off of that. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, vinyasa flow. Awesome. So we'll move through that again, this time breath to movement. You've been here before, so just listen to your body. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, scorpion dog, open that hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, big step through. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Bring your left foot back. Inhale your arms overhead, straighten that front leg. Bring your arms out wide to a T as you exhale. Inhale, lean, lean, lean. Exhale, gate pose, right hand to the mat, left arm lifts. Find a full breath here as you inhale. Exhale, bring your left arm long overhead, feel your side body open. Inhale. Exhale, lean in. Inhale your arms up to a T. Exhale, low lunge, facing your right foot. Adjust however you need to. Inhale, easy twist. Stack your shoulders, twist your torso towards the right. Exhale, horizon lunge. Open up onto the sides of both of your feet. Feel that hip open. Inhale, low lunge. Hands meet the front again. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa flow. Again, you can hold your plank here through the pose, eventually finding yourself in down dog. Left side, noticing the difference. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion dog, open that hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your left foot. Bring your right knee down, walk your hands over to the right side. Right foot comes back behind your right knee. Inhale your arms overhead, straighten your front leg. Exhale, arms out wide to a T. Inhale, lean, lean, lean. Exhale, gate pose. Feel that opening here. Stack your shoulders, or you can come straight into that side stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring that right arm overhead. Take an exhale, lean in. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale your arms wide to a T. Exhale. Low lunge, hands on the mat, facing the front. Ground down through your right hand. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, horizon lunge. Feel that opening in your left hip. Find a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, low lunge, face the front. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, Vinyasa flow. Slowly take an inhale. Slowly take an exhale. Awesome. Now inhale up to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Again, sit low, reach high, arms come up overhead. Take an inhale, lean in through your heels. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, balancing down so your left foot stays on the mat. Bring your right knee in line with your right hip crease. So balancing on the left foot. Then from here, take your hands, interlace them around your right knee, squeezing that knee in. Flex your toes towards you. So this is similar to when we were on our back, a balancing challenge. Feel free to grab that knee, hold this balance, or grab for your right big toe with your right hand. From here, you can stay, or you can bring that right leg out long. I find grabbing for my left hip helps with some stability here. Here for 3. Open that leg out, open in 2. 1, open that leg out. You can keep that knee bent or out long. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Release that left foot or right foot, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot meets your left, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, ground down through your heels. Exhale to lean in. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Right foot stays down, and then grab for your left knee. Flex your left toes towards you. Find a long spine as you inhale. Exhale, maybe you stay here. Or as you continue to breathe, maybe you grab for your left big toe with your left hand. Once you have a hold of your left big toe, you can stay or bring that left leg out long in front of you. If you fall out, just come right back in. Remember to surrender, let go. Here for 3. Open that leg out to the left in 2. 1, open that left leg out wide. Sides wobbly for me. Hold for 3. One-legged Tadasana in 2. 1, one-legged Tadasana, balancing on your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets your right, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back, ignite that core. Exhale, fold forward. Come down to a seat and scoot towards the front of your mat. You can towel off, take a drink of water if you need to. I'm going to re-pull my hair back. And we're going to do some core work. Woohoo! So we're going to start by scooting towards the front of the mat, then rolling onto our backs. Bring your legs up the wall, straight up, flex all your toes towards you. Of course, my favorite core workout, really gets your upper core. Interlace all your fingers, except your index and your thumb, press them towards the ceiling. Melt your shoulders into the mat, so keep your chest open. Then find a place on the ceiling, hold gaze with that spot. Take a big inhale, exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So I stay up instead of forward because you want your chest to lift up. Your gaze to stay up on the ceiling. Keep breathing, keep going to protect your neck. Go as fast or as slow as you want. So if you really have your core condition and you want to get more of a workout, add some cardio, you can go faster. Or if you really want to work that core slowly, like I said, slow movements build strength. You can find a slower movement. You can use open mouth exhales here as you're building up extra heat in the body. Gonna be here for just a little bit longer. You've got this. You want to feel that core ignite. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Keep your legs up long. Then bring your hands down outside of your hips. So pin your hands down onto the mat, palms facing down. As you inhale, slowly release your legs down the mat until you reach about 1 inch above the mat. Take an exhale. Inhale, legs straight back up. Exhale, lean down. Bring them just about 1 inch above the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, go as slow or as fast as you'd like. This pose, I think, the slower you go, the more you're really gonna feel it. You want to keep your low back pinned down onto the mat the whole time if you can, unless you got that big booty, that's totally fine. I like to keep my palms firmly into the mat to almost help ignite that core and use my whole body. Remember, open mouth exhales. We're gonna do just 6 more together. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, make it count. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, squeeze your knees in. Hands underneath your knees here. Rock and roll along your spine about 3 times. Eventually coming up to a seat, we're gonna come straight into boat pose. So bring yourself back here. Bring your big knees to touch. And then hands underneath your knees, stack that spine. Yep, I was waiting for this song. Well, I don't know if you're on the same part as me, but The Temperature by Sean Paul's playing. So use it to help ignite your body. Get excited. Inhale, boat pose. Legs come up. Keep your chest lifted as if your heart is being pulled up by a string onto the ceiling here. You can release your hands out from underneath your feet if you like, or at your knees. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe, most important. If you want, you can straighten your legs a little more. Here for just 6. You can bring your hands underneath your knees if you'd like for 5, 4, and you're gonna grab underneath your calves in 2, 1. So grab underneath your calves. If you can, grab for both of your big toes. As you grab for both big toes, you can bend your knees, keep your core ignited, or straighten your legs up as high as you feel comfortable. Feel your spine lengthen. Chest stays lifted. You've got this. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. From here, bring your feet as wide as the mat, and then come to a yogi squat. Knees wide, palms at heart center. Your heels towards the mat. If your heels are up high, that's totally fine. Elbows, if you can, inside your knees to help open your hips here. Stack that spine. Keep your chest open wide. Finding your breath. So feel those hips open. Feel your core ignite here, keeping that strength. Breathing, stay here, or you can bring your hands onto the mat and then slowly lean forward, opening your hips wide, wider. Maybe give your cat a kiss. If you want, you can even lean in and slowly lift both feet up, finding flying frog. A little arm balance challenge. But wherever you are here, come back to that breath. We'll be here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lean back out if you were leaning forward. Then face the front of your mat if you aren't already. Cross your legs back. Find your way to down dog. So you can do a chaturanga, finding that strength. Either way, I invite you to come to up dog and hold your up dog for a little longer here. Stretch out your core. Really tuck your tailbone a lot. Lift up out of your wrists. Maybe look to the left. and to the right. Awesome. Slowly find your way to down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts, flex your right toes. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your right foot. Bring both hands inside of your right foot to find runner's lunge. Keep your right knee bent generously here. Stay on your hands if you want. You can come down to your forearms. You can open up to the knife edge of your right foot. We'll be here for a little while. So whichever variation of the pose you lean into, once you find that space, let your head hang heavy as usual. You can bring the top of your left knee onto the mat. Try to keep the top of your knee firmly on the mat rather than opening up to the side to keep your knee protected. And I think I said this before, but one time I posted a photo and my leg was open to the side. I got yelled at by a bunch of people on Facebook. So it's not healthy, whatever it is. Do any type of breathing that you would like. Slowly bring your chest up, hands to the mat. Then toe heel your right foot towards the left side of your mat. We're going to find pigeon. Before we go into pigeon, we're going to find a variation called mermaid. We did this last week if you were here. So adjust however you need so your hips are square. Then twist your body towards your left or towards your right foot. So twist it around to the left so you can see your right foot. Then bend that foot towards you. If you can, take your left arm out long, grab through your left foot. Maybe you squeeze that in. If it's in your practice, maybe you get it around your elbow, inside that elbow. If not, that's totally fine, but squeeze that in. Here for 3. Feel that opening. 2, 1. Release that leg long. Just scared with Thelma. Face forward. This time, gaze over your right shoulder. Just make sure that your hips are square here, leg out long, face forward. Inhale, lift your chest up high. Exhale, sleeping pigeon. Come down to your forearms, your forehead. We'll be here for just a little while. If you're close to your music, I don't want you to get out of the pose if you're not, but you're probably fine. But feel free to change the song to For What It's Worth by Dirty Heads to slow it down a little. It's just if that's there. If not, you're totally fine. Release your jaw wherever you are. And then we'll be here for a few minutes. So just let your breath steer you in the direction and surrender to everything else. The longer you hold a pose, the more your muscles have time to open up. So use your breath. Imagine each breath really breathing into that right hip crease. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, breathe into your right outer hip. 2 more breaths on your own. Then slowly wake your pigeon up by bringing your chest up. Then you're going to take your left leg as you inhale and slowly bring it all the way around to the front. Bring your left foot over your right knee. Stack your spine. Then take your left hand, bring it behind your back. Inhale your right arm overhead. Exhale, find a nice twist. Elbow comes to your knee. Keep your shoulders stacked. Your spine stacked. Your neck long. Gaze over your left shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale. And slowly release. I'm going to come to face you guys. We're going to come into compass pose. So you're actually going to switch your legs out. You're going to bring your left foot into your right hip because your right hip's already pretty open here from pigeon and runner's lunge. So from here, bring your right knee underneath your right arm. And then once bring your right hand onto the mat and take your left hand, grab for the outer side of your right foot. From here, straighten that leg, and eventually your head will come through each side, and you can even lift that leg up higher. Eventually you want to find a straight leg, but if you're nowhere close, or even if you have your head through there, you're kicking butt. Here for 3, 2, 1, release, right leg long. Then find yourself from here, come back to a low lunge, right foot towards the front. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your left foot. Toe heel your left foot towards the left corner of your mat. Both hands come inside of your left foot. So runner's lunge here. Again, you can release here immediately, come to your forearms or stay where you are, or you can open to the knife edge of your left foot. Once you find center, wherever that is for you tonight, bring the top of your right knee down onto the mat. And stay with your palms on the mat or come to your forearms. Let your head hang heavy. Most important, we hold so much tension in our neck and in our shoulders. Let your shoulders pull away from your ears. Here for just 3 more breaths. 2 together, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Walk your hands up onto the mat if you're on your forearms. Then toe heel your left foot towards the right side of the mat for half pigeon. From here, slowly open, twist your chest open to the right so you can gaze at your, your right foot, your right leg. Bend your right knee a lot and then grab it with your right hand. That might be enough here, or if you can slowly bring it into your elbow crease, feeling that deep opening, feel this through your quad. Here for 3, 2, 1, release. Face the front, gaze over your left shoulder to make sure your leg's out long in line with your hip. Face forward, hands on either side of your hips. Inhale, push your chest up. Exhale, sleeping pigeon, however that looks for you. Once you lean into your sleeping pigeon, maybe you open your jaw wide, move it left and right, but let your head hang nice and heavy. Maybe you even take your hands and give your shoulders a little massage, your neck. I'll be quiet for a few minutes here while I let you breathe through this pose. Slowly wake up your pigeon by lifting your chest up, hands to the mat. Then take your right leg, swing it all the way around so your right foot comes over your left knee. Bring your right hand behind your back. Maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale your left arm up high. Exhale, seated twist. Bring your left elbow into your right knee, twist. Maybe feel your back open up, crack. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Another inhale, exhale. And slowly release. Bring your right leg out and face you all. So bend your left knee, foot on the mat, and bring your right foot into your left foot or into your left hip. So again, a few ways to get into this. If you want to, so you can just start right away by bringing your leg onto your arm, or if you want to warm up, you can take your foot and grab your calf and kind of sway left and right. But eventually you're going to take your left arm underneath your left leg, then grab for the outer edge of your left foot with your right hand. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten that front leg, compass pose. Hold here for a few breaths. Eventually, maybe you straighten that leg up. Good job, Leslie. That's freaking awesome. You guys are all getting it. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1. Release that leg long. Then find low lunge with your left leg at the front. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, down dog. Last down dog of class. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, come to a tabletop position, hands and knees. Then bring your knees over your hips. We're going to do a heart opener coming into camel pose. Knees about hips width distance apart. You can take your 2 fists, bring them together, bring them between your knees for reference. And then you want your legs directly in line with your knees, not out wider or in more. Once you have that structure with your body, bring your hands onto your low back, pinkies to touch or as close as you can. Then keep your hips over your knees this whole time. Look up, take an inhale, push your hips forward, exhale, camel pose, lift, lift, lift through your heart. Keep your hips over your knees. Maybe your head hangs heavy. If that's too much, lift your head up. You've got this. Keep breathing. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Come to a seat on your feet. We'll come into rabbit pose to counteract camel. So for rabbit, bring your chin to your chest. Slowly roll the crown of your head down onto the mat. Keep your seat released towards your feet. If it lifts up naturally, that's fine. Just don't actively lift it. Then grab for both of your heels, one hand on each heel. Then bring your chin to your chest a little more. Inhale, lift your seat up high. Squeeze your heels as you lift your seat. The crown of your head might even come up off of the mat as you bring your chin to your chest. Feel this through your whole spine. Here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Legs out in front of you, big toes to touch, Supta Baddha Konasana, legs. Hands come into your arches of your feet. Inhale to lift, stack each vertebrae. Exhale, fold forward. Supta Baddha Konasana, forward fold. Notice the difference in your hips from the beginning of class. Let your head hang heavy. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Bring your legs out long. Just bring your right leg out long. Right leg out wider than your right hip. Left foot into your right calf or into your right hip. I can't talk tonight. Inhale, lift. Face your right foot. Exhale, lean. Seated separate leg forward fold. So your chest can face that right foot, or you can find that side stretch again if you'd like. Notice the difference from the beginning again. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale your arms overhead. Just switch your feet out. Left foot into your right hip. Flex your left toes. Inhale to lengthen. Face your left foot. Exhale, forward fold. Chest towards that leg or open up towards the right side. Keep your right or your left foot flexed towards you. Here for 3, 2, 1. Arms overhead, then facing the front of your mat, seated separately, seated forward fold. Flex all your toes towards you, legs out long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean, lean, lean. Seated forward fold. Release your hands wherever they land. We'll be here for a few moments. I want you to let your low back release. We did a lot of core today, and core, we tend to overcompensate in our low back if we don't have a strong core. So if you notice you're having low back issues, try to strengthen that core, but you want to let your upper body just release and feel your low back really let go here. Here for 3, 2, 1. Arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale. Hands on either side. Scoot towards the front of your mat. Slowly roll onto your backs. Knees into your chest. So coming back to the beginning of class, left leg comes out long onto the mat. Squeeze your right knee in. Except this time we're just going to do a supine twist. We're not going to do the whole foot, hand to foot. So take an inhale, squeeze your right knee in. Exhale, right knee over to the left side. Gaze over your right shoulder, your right leg, your right arm can come out long. Hips stacked. Be here for 2 breaths. slowly come back to center on your back. Bring both knees up towards your chest to even out, then release your right leg long, right heel on the mat. Inhale, squeeze your left knee in with both of your hands. Exhale, supine twist, left knee over to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. Press your right shoulder up to pin your left shoulder down. Feel that twist in your torso. Maybe close your eyes. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to center, both knees in. As you exhale, grab for the inner outer arches of your feet for happy baby. Really let that low back go. One last time. We'll be here for just a few breaths. So if you have any poses you want to get out, if you want to find shoulder stand or plow, feel free to do so. I might do that myself. So to shoulder stand, bring your hands on your low back, or you can hold your happy baby. Your hands on your low back, stack your shoulders, your feet over your shoulders. Point your toes, and then you can stay here or slowly release your feet overhead. Once your toes touch the ground, this is plow pose. So this really releases your back. You bring your chin up towards the ceiling and your chest up towards your chin. You can stay here or you can find deaf man's pose, knees wide, bending your knees. Maybe interlacing your fingers, bringing them on to the ground, the mat. Wherever you are in this series, just find a few breaths. If you're in plow, slowly come to shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, slowly bring your hips down. And from here, knees towards your chest, lift up, grab for opposite elbows. Squeeze your fingers, your core, your toes, squeeze every muscle, your jaw. Here for 3, you'll surrender in 2, 1, love and let go, final Shavasana. Legs long, arms released, maybe overhead or by your side. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth and let go. As always, the space is yours for as long as you'd like. If you're feeling comfort in the serenity here, you can stay here as long as you'd like. Or with me, if you'd like, begin to wake your body back up. Use your senses, so press your thumb into each finger pad. Feel the mat beneath you, maybe rotate your wrists around along with your ankles. Then find the biggest, longest stretch you have all night, arms overhead. Take a big inhale, sip in a little extra air. Exhale, let it go. Lift both knees up towards your chest. Grab for your knees. Then take note of which side of your nose is a little more congested and roll to the opposite side for fetal position. As you lie here in fetal position, eyes closed or soft gaze, I want to remind you how worthy you are. You were meant to be in this very space for a very specific reason. And tonight that was to possibly love and let go. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Surrendering just means having trust and faith in what will be. The more you surrender, the more you trust, and you can let things unfold without some worry. If you're ready, come up to a seat facing your computer or phone. Come up to face you guys. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze, legs come crossed, hands on your knees. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, bring them down and back. And release your chin down towards your chest. Slowly roll your neck around to the right and to the left. Bring your head to center. Slowly bring your palms to touch. Bring them into your heart, reminding you to have pure and loving intentions. Lift your hands to your mouth, reminding you to have pure and loving communication. And finally, bring your hands to your third eye center between your eyebrows, reminding you to have pure and loving thoughts. The love, the light, and the whole self within me honors the love, the light, and the whole self within you. Bowing down to surrender. Thank you all. Because I am hearing music on my end too. I'm gonna pause it. So thank you all for coming.